Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we'll be going through a little series of movements, kind of yoga stuff, movement prep, to kind of give you something a little different, some stretching, some mobility stuff, to kind of give you some variety to our workouts here. So what you'll need today is, if you happen to have a foam roller, you can grab that. If you don't have a foam roller, you can also use the exercise ball in an office chair. We're going to be using this to stretch out the upper back here. And then the other piece you'll need is, if you happen to have tubing, we're going to do some overhead stuff with the tubing. If you don't have tubing, then you can grab a broomstick, or if you have a yoga strap or a dog leash, anything to kind of do this kind of movement overhead. So those are the equipment you need. And then as well, if you have a stretching mat or yoga mat, then we'll grab that as well. So we'll start out with a little movement warm up. So we'll just start off side to side. Just kind of see how that low back is feeling. And we'll come back to the middle and just some arm circles to open up the shoulders. And a few going the other way. And do a few arm swings side to side, just to kind of open up that chest. And then swing our arms up and down. Upper body loosened up, and relax here with it. Nice big step in both directions. Getting some alternating side lunges. Keeping the chest up, eyes looking straight ahead. And if you get low enough, maybe get your hand down onto the ground if you need to. And we'll do 2 and 1. Slide those feet back. We're going to come back into the lunge position. Open up that hip. Feet together. Over to the other side. Nice big stretch. So we'll do 10. 5 on each side. Number 4. And 5. 6, 4 more, and 4, whoops, 3, 2, and last one. All right, feet together. I'll just start marching on the spot. Take it a little wider, and bringing it back in, getting some butt kicks, warm up the upper back, and getting some high knees. And relax those feet. We're going to do some hip openers. So nice and wide. Just alternating. Up. Nice and wide. See how the hip is feeling. We're going to do 4 more. Then we're going to go the other way. 2 and 1. So we're going to go nice and wide and back into the middle. So wide and, whoops, and 4 more, 2 and 1. So if you have that roller, we'll grab that roller. If you don't have the roller, you can still go through the movements here. So we'll show you with the roller here. We're going to get a nice little stretch of the hamstring. So if you have that roller, We're just gonna have the side of our hand on top of the roller, feet hip distance apart, slight bend into the knees. We're gonna roll down, kind of going from the tops of our hands to the elbow here. So going down, as we come down, feel that nice stretch into the hamstring. You don't have the roller, you just have your hands on your thighs. You're going down, and once you feel that stretch, coming back up. So hands, just sliding up and down your legs. Roller, side of your hand to about the elbow, depending on your flexibility. So we're going to do about 10 of these. We're going to go down, hold it for 1 second, feel that stretch. And then up. So down, keep that nice flat back, and up. Feel that stretch. So inhale, exhale. 4. It's a slow stretch. 5. Taking your time, we're not rushing through these. The goal here is not to do these super fast, but just to go through the motion, go through that movement. 8, 9, and 10. All right. So from here, either you still have that roller, we're going to use that roller, or if you have that broom handle, you can use that as well. So we're going to sit with our feet hip distance apart. You can hold the roller on the end, or if you have the broom, just kind of hold it about shoulder width apart. So what we're going to do is we're going to squat down. If I have that broom handle, holding it like so. So we'll show the roller, and just up. So down, as we go down, nice flat back. And so we're just standing nice and tall, getting some nice length into the core and into the back. So using the broom handle, just grabbing, and then going overhead. So we're going to do 10 of these. So feet hip distance, so going down and up. So down and up. So feel that nice length. And 4. It's okay to kind of arch your back just a bit, so we kind of get some extension into the back here. We don't want to be going too far. So down, 6, and 7, 8, 9, and 10, and back down. So now we're going to focus again, stretch into the side of our oblique and hip here. So what we're going to do is we're going to step back, we're going to go down. So once again, we have the roller or the broom handle here, so we're going to go down and kind of over at an angle, adding a little twist so we feel into that oblique, then adding that lean into the oblique. So coming down and over at an angle. So down to the foot and over the shoulder. Once again, we'll do 10. So down and up. Down. Six. And 7. So focusing on that length. Straight up to the ceiling. Last one. And relax. So we'll take it to the other side. So other foot is back. Reaching down. And open up. So down. So slow and controlled. As always, we're just going through the movement. Not super quick. It's not a race here. We're just seeing how our body's feeling with these movements. And 6. And 4. 3. 2. And 1. All right. looser. Hopefully your hips, obliques are feeling looser now here. So what we're gonna do here, so we're gonna do a single leg deadlift here. So if you have that roller, or if you have an office chair nearby, go grab it if you need for balance and for support. So what we're gonna do, balance on one foot, coming forward, and back up. If your balance is really good, you can go down and up. So once again, we're getting the hamstrings here. So once again, you have the roller for assistance, just going down and up. We got support or unsupported. Up, down, and up. Let's go. Moving 10. On the 8 here. And last one. And I'll take it to the other side. All right. So balance on that one foot. Reach it down. And up. So feeling that nice stretch into that hamstring. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. So we're going to get a bit into the shoulders here now. So we have that tubing, yoga strap, broom handle. We're going to use that now. All right. So just finding a nice comfortable length here. So tubing, I have a light one here, so I'm just going to fold it in half and hold it here. If you have that yoga strap, maybe just shoulder width apart depending on how long your yoga strap, dog leashes, or broom handle. So just something about shoulder width apart where you can kind of get into a Y position. Like we're going to go Y in YMCA. So we're going to see how the shoulders, chest are feeling. So get into that Y position, going overhead, hold it for 1, and then coming forward. So overhead, and coming back forward. So I should feel it into shoulders, upper chest, and 4, and 5. So nice and controlled, neck is relaxed. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to do similar movement, but this time instead of going to a Y position, going to more of an L position here. So as I go overhead, one arm's going to go straight overhead, while the other arm comes down. Comes down, making like an L as you see a big L right here. It's coming back down. So we're doing 10 with one arm straight, and then we're going to go 10 on the other side here. So with this one here, it's going to feel it more into my straight arm, so front of the shoulder and chest. So you can still do the same with the broom handle or yoga strap. You just don't have kind of the flexibility of having the tubing kind of adjusting it there. So arms straight, 1 second, coming forward. So do your 10, then too many on this side here. Once again, as we go overhead, we're not tensing up, nice and loose. And we're at 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. You shake it off here. We'll take it over to the other side. And Once again, just nice and easy. We're not rushing through these. 1, 3. Maybe one side of your nose is feeling a little tighter here. And 5. Ooh, yeah, my left side here is a little tighter. 8. Let's do 2 more. I think we might be over here, but that's okay. And last one here. All right, so shake it off here. So right now, kind of see how your squat and overhead mobility is. Just kind of see where you're at now, so you can kind of practice if you want. So still using that tubing, broom handle, yoga strap, dog leash, or whatever. So I want you to find your squat stance here. Right feet hip distance apart, toes might be turned out just a bit, whatever your squat stance is. Then we're going to grab that tubing or broom handle. We're going to go overhead, maintaining this overhead position. I want you to squat down as low as you can, keeping that chest up. So, keeping that chest up and not doing this here. So the goal here is to stay nice and tall. If you have a logo on your chest, making sure that logo is still pointing forward. So go down. Maybe you can just come down to here. So kind of goal here is keeping this upright position as we squat down. So we're getting to 10. It's 3 for me. Oh, sorry. 2. So once again, taking your time, staying nice and tall. And it's okay if you can only get down to here. Something you can kind of work on. You want to improve your overhead and squat mobility. So we're at 6. The tubing will be a little easier because you can kind of pull it apart, whereas if you find with the broom handle, it's kind of rigid. You can't really move it at all. Let's go. 2, last one, and up. All right. So we're going to get into the upper back. So if you have that roller, I'll grab a ball just so you can kind of see. So I'll be right back. Alright, so we'll show them with the roller if you have it. So coming into a kneeling position. Back. So kind of like the hamstring stretcher. We're just going to have side of our hands right on the roller here. If you need more cushioning for your knees, fold that mat up or add some towels underneath or whatever yoga blocks if you have it. And all we're going to do, I'm going to start to roll forward. As I roll forward, you feel a nice stretch into that back. All right, so the goal here is to roll forward, feel that stretch, and come back up. So roll forward, feel it right in those shoulder blades, and coming back up. So you can do the same thing if you have that ball or an office chair. Hands on top, start to roll forward. Once we feel that stretch, then roll it in. So forward, and then back up. So this is just giving us some support here so we can kind of keep our back as flat as possible, giving us something to reach forward and feel that upper back. So if you find that the roller's too low, then you go to the ball or the office chair here. Come back up. And we're going to do 10. Neck is relaxed. And then come back up. So just do a nice stretch as we come down, no shoulder blades, and up. Reaching forward. Hopefully with each roll, you start to get a little looser, maybe roll a little further, and come back up. And last one, and coming back up. All right, so we get a bit more to the hip and hamstring here. So coming forward to a kneeling lunge position. So what we're going to do is start to drive forward. Kind of see. We're going to feel it into that hip. Hold it for about 2 seconds. 1, 2. We're going to rock back. Onto the heels, pointing that toes up. Lean forward into that front hamstring. Once again, 2 seconds. 1, 2. And then rocking back forward into stretching that hip. 1, 2. Heel down, toes up. 1, 2. So forward. So staying upright, not leaning forward. 1, 2. Once again, if you need more cushion for your knees, go ahead, fold that mat up, yoga block, towels, whatever you need. Ooh, a little tight here for me. So hold. So with each one, we should be able to maybe start to lunge forward a bit more. Then here, maybe getting down a little lower with each hamstring stretch. So once again, keeping that chest up, having your elbows and your legs supported. Yeah, let's do 2 more. So 1, 2. 1, 2. Last one, then we'll take it to the other side. 1, 2. 1, 2. All right. So again, you might be a little more upright here because your reach just might be a little tight. Once again, each one's flexibility is going to be a little different. The goal here is with each movement, we start to loosen up a bit more. So find that starting range. It's here for me. Dig that heel. All right. So you can kind of tell I feel a little better now. So I'm starting to lean forward just a bit. Starting to open up. And once again, chest is up. 1, 2. 1, 2. Stand nice and easy here. Not going too quick, so we're not doing this here. The goal is to get through that range, get through that movement. Start to loosen up, feel better. And 6. We'll do 2 more. So you do 10 if you like. And last one. And relax. All right. You reposition on that. All right. Coming right at you here. So we're going to get a nice stretch into the inner thigh here. So I'm going to start with that tabletop position here. Just adjust the camera a bit. Angle down. So tabletop position, knees hip distance, hands underneath the shoulders. What we're going to do is going to bring that leg forward. We're going to go rock back and forward. You can also drop it down to your elbows, maybe on top of your hands, depending on how your wrists are feeling. So find whichever position is comfortable for you. So once again, we're going to rock forward and back 10 times, kind of loosening up that inner thigh here. So once again, you want to find where you're tight, and wherever you're tight, hopefully with each rock, it starts to kind of loosen up and opens up. Making sure, relax, relax, shoulders down. I've lost track. We'll do one more. So I start back and come forward here. All right. So just kind of loosen up that hip here. So kind of do some circles here with your hip. Show it to you from the side here. And then do about 5 going each way. All right. So tabletop position. Leg out to the side. So again, you start forward or back, doesn't really matter. We'll do 10. So again, we'll just see if one side's a little tighter than the other. It tends to be an imbalance. And once again, wherever you notice that tight spot, see if you go through that range again, hopefully it starts to loosen up. Open up, allowing to go further forward, or maybe sitting back a little deeper. All right, let's go 3 more. And 2, and 1. All right. Just hip openers here, so 5 going one way, 4, 5, and 5 going the other way. All right, so we're going to get into a little calf stretch here. So what we're going to do is going to extend that leg back, hold it here. Feeling that stretch, 5 seconds, and we'll extend the other leg back. Nice little calf stretch. And so back here, we'll get into a downward facing dog here. So coming up, downward facing dog, stretching both out at the same time. Once again, holding for about 5 breaths and back down. So we'll go through it. Let's go through it 5 more times. 5 times total, sorry. So 4. And then other side. See how the calf is feeling. Feels like 5 seconds. Downward. 5 breaths. Inhale, exhale. And release here. Look, so the other side back. 3, 2, 1. And 2, 1. Down dog number 3. Neck is relaxed, looking between your feet. 3. Last one. And back down. All right, here we go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. once more. 5-second hold. 4, 5. Other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Last one. Last down dog. And 5. All right. Find that tabletop position. If you need to get off your hands, go right ahead. All right. So we're going to get into a high plank here. We'll get into some stretches for the glutes here. So coming forward. And what I want you to do is kind of start to move yourself towards that knee. 1, 2. Staying in this position. Going away from the knee. 1, 2. So go back to the knee. 1, 2. And coming back forward. Opposite of the knee. 2. So we're going to do 5. So that's we're going to head into number 3. And hold. So we're feeling that glute here. And then when we go away, still feeling like glute, maybe a bit into the low back. Again, depending how you're feeling. All right. Number 4. 1, 2. 1, 2. Last one. It's nice and easy. 1, 2. And 1, 2. Back to center. Holding yourself up. Find your pigeon position here. When you're ready, walk it towards that knee. Ooh, a little tighter on the side. 1, 2. And away. 1, 2. All right. Number 2. 1, 2. And nice and easy. 1, 2. Trace here. 1, 2. Ooh. Yeah. 1, 2. Number 4. 1, 2. 1, 2. Go through it once more. 1, 2. And finally, away. 1, 2. Back to center. Let's come into that tabletop position. Kind of shake out your hips. Move it side to side. And we'll get into a child's pose. So you can take your knees nice and wide. Reach those hands forward. Dropping the head down. Nice stretch until you can finally move back. Yeah, just relax. And sliding those hands back into the tabletop. Come up onto our feet here. And get ready, feet hip distance apart. Let's reach it down. Big deep breath in. Big reach up. Exhale and down. Inhale. Big exhale. One last one. Big deep breath. Exhale, arms to the side. Just nice and easy. Side to side. Back to the middle. Gentle arm circles. And arm swings side to side. Then we'll finish off with some neck stretches. So arms to side, right arm behind, left ear, left shoulder, drop it, feel like that right side of the neck, gently pulling on your head if you need to. And back to center, left arm behind, right ear, right shoulder, once again, gently pulling your head if you need a deeper stretch. And slowly back to center. So that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. A little different here. Hopefully you still kind of broke a sweat, especially at the beginning here, getting you through a little movement prep here. And so be back in later this week for a video from Joanna. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day, and until next time.